Hey cuties, what's up? We are back with some more. I was about to say Duolingo, back with some more reactions after dark. We of course going to be watching She Slept with an Idol from Japan? Question mark? That's what I'm assuming that is supposed to mean. And didn't know who he was until after. Obviously by Stephanie Sue. This is Juicy's Confessions 11. After this, they're not numbered, so I don't know which one's next in the list. I'm guessing maybe the one where they come back, because they have a video that says, oh, we're back. So maybe that one, I don't know. We're still doing this instead of like marry my husband. I'm still waiting to do that because it's just so long that I'm just not ready to do like a 2-hour long video right now. There's no hater segment today. I don't think there is anyways. If there was, I forgot, but yeah, I don't think there is. No radical break still as well. Also, have not really got a comment on the like 3D panels here, except for like one person, and which I was expecting. Like no one really was going to say anything about it. We only got one comment, and they said not to use and do 3D panels. Well, not they didn't say it like that. They said they prefer the other way, I think. So I will revert it back. I mean, it's not really that difficult to do, right? So if we want it back, I can just do that easy. Cause I mean, it's literally just click a button and we're back to normal, right? I didn't have to do anything, so it's not really that big a deal to switch between the two. Like you saw there, it took like a few seconds. I could have done it even faster if I wasn't talking. So yeah, we're gonna be using this this setup from now on. I am gonna go on a tangent here for a bit. Though I'm pretty sure I've forgotten like everything I was gonna end up saying here. But I'm going to at least try to remember everything I wanted to say. Of course, like who knows if I'm going to even have much to say during this. We'll have to see if there's anything interesting. I mean, that's always something I'm worried about. Like if I watch something and have nothing to say, it's like oof. So at least I can get some chatter out now while I still can. So yesterday I was out, of course, because the last 4 days I kind of had to do stuff. But this was a first, something like a first that happened to me yesterday. Because I had mentioned before, like many times, that when I go out, you know, these grannies and sometimes actual like women, girls, whatever, they'll like be like, "Oh, your hair's so nice," whatever. They say they like my hair. But today, when I got on the bus, as we're basically just having a vlog right now. When I got on the bus, a guy said, I think, quote unquote, but to swear here, I think he said, "That's a badass tie," and I was like, "Thanks." So this is the first time a guy question mark has complimented me. And he's complimenting the tie, but the tie is attached to me, right? I think that's what he said. So I think that was kind of weird. That's a first, because obviously it's not really going to be normal for guys to compliment other guys. I mean, unless maybe if they're gay and they're like hitting on you, but I don't think this guy was gay or was hitting on me. He was just like, "Oh, that's a cool tie," right? Which I mentioned before. I was wearing my quote unquote casino devil outfits, minus the actual devil part, because the person I was with hates me wearing that for whatever reason. But yeah, so I was wearing the casino devil outfit yesterday, so that was kind of that. It's just a tie with, technically, I think it would be like a black tie, but it has red casino dice and playing cards as a pattern on it. I wish that pattern was on like a bandana too, because I kind of want a bandana to go with it, but alas, I don't think that pattern is on anything but that tie specifically. Anyways, I just thought I would say that, but I'm thinking, like you're gonna want to hear this. I'm thinking about doing mask cam for Eternal Return, which is a video game I play from time to time. I've been playing it on and off for several years now. Doing mask cam for Eternal Return wearing the Casino Devil outfit no, quote unquote casino devil, because this current battle pass for Eternal Return is kind of like casino themed. It's the second time they've done this, at least, because they had one like last year too, which I have all those skins minus the one you have to pay a lot of money for. So they're doing it again this time around, and I was like, you know what? It's kind of like apropos, right? For me to wear my Casino Devil outfit and play during the Royal Casino season. So I might do that. So if you want to see that outfit and what I keep talking about, you're gonna have to tune in to whenever I say like mass cam. I don't know what it's gonna be called, like mass cam Casino Devil is here or something. I don't know. Something stupid. Which if you don't know what I mean by mass cam is this word or phrase I coined like, I don't know, a decade plus ago, where like my face is covered kind of, like mostly, but I'm on webcam, right? This was, I guess, not even a decade ago, even longer than a decade ago. 14 years, maybe. Because I had a whole, like, not say persona, but kind of like a persona. Welding goggles, black mask, bandana, was camouflage bandana, trench coat, etc. That kind of was like my persona for a long time during the Abomination 9 years, before we moved over to the Cutie creator name for the channel. So yeah, probably going to be doing mass cam for that. So if you want to see what I keep talking about as for like the Casino Devil, you're going to go check out that stream or whatnot, whenever that happens. I don't know what's going to happen. Probably a few days from now, because it hasn't actually fully started, that battle pass. So yeah, if you want to see that, make sure to go check that out. I'm kind of just like trying to strong arm people to actually go watch me play games and not just reactions. But yeah, that is that. I feel like there's a different, like a tangent I want to go off of that tangent, but I don't remember what that was going to end up being. It's just, compliments from a guy, and then that rolls into me talking about the fact that I'm probably going to be doing mask cam again. It's been a long time since I've done mask cam, or just being on a webcam. I don't really count like unboxing stuff, because I've obviously unboxed like trading card stuff, like Pokemon cards and stuff like that in real life, and you're seeing my hands, right? But that doesn't really count. That's probably would have been the latest thing, mask cam thing I did, but I think it would have been like some sort of like Pokemon reaction. Maybe like Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, or whatever. I don't remember. Let me just look it up right now. The video I'm thinking of was from like 8 years ago, question mark. I don't know if there's anything sooner or earlier than that. Or not earlier, but later than that is what I should be saying. That's mainly because I guess I didn't put mask cam as like a defining word on any of those videos, if there's any in there. Because I typed in mask cam and it did not show me much there. So I think I didn't really label all the videos where I use webcam as mask cam, or even like saying I'm using a webcam for the video. So if they're in there, some of them are hidden. But the video I was talking about is like 8 years ago. Again, I wouldn't suggest watching any of this old stuff. It's like cringe or whatever, right? Anyways, it's been almost 10 minutes. Everyone's already like, I don't know, lost their mind waiting for me to just get to the video. But yeah, that's it again. Mask cam potentially in a week or a few days, maybe 4 days. I don't know when the pass fully gets activated, like 3 or 4 days, something like that.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie, and today we are back with another
Okay, so as usual, we're just going to skip past them eating and get straight to the story, question mark, stories. Or I think I've found the start. It's like 7 minutes, 52 seconds. There was an ad in there, I think, ExpressVPN. I'm assuming it's like expressvpn.com/bish as usual for that stuff as well. So check that out.
Let's get into these confessions. confessions. I want to know what kind of nasty thoughts, what kind of nasty deeds you guys have committed, and I will cleanse you of your sins. With what power? We don't know. Okay, so confession number 1. I am in love and I can't do anything about it. A little bit about
Oh yeah, before we get into that, the title, I didn't talk about the title. I feel like it's kind of tame. Potentially not even that interesting, actually. So hopefully it's actually crazy and not just like, okay, sure, you slept with an idol, who cares? But what if it ends up being some sort of like burning sun situation, and that's how they slept with this Japanese idol? Question mark.
me. I'm a bisexual male, which is important for the story. But anyways, 2 years ago, I was working at the same place that I do now, and I'm in charge of carrying around mics and other equipment for whatever video shoots might be happening. So 2 years ago, while working on a set of a local film, I met a makeup artist. She didn't work for my company. Her entire team was hired through someone else. So not a coworker, I'm assuming. Long story short, after weeks of speaking to her in these small little intervals, just tidbits, I had developed a very strong crush. It got to the point of me memorizing her coffee order and even knowing all of her dogs' names. She has 8 dogs, by the way. So honestly, I was pretty taken by this girl. Fast forward about 8 weeks of working together, and I was finally ready to ask her out. I mean, the moment was perfect. It was nighttime, which meant the hot weather was finally simmering down, and also filming had been delayed due to technical reasons, so everybody had a little bit of free time.
Is 2 months enough time to be able to, I don't know, get her to say yes? Question mark. Like, I don't know, like, people just go out with people they just met for the first time, right? So I feel like 2 months is a long time. But, well, like, how is she going to react to that, I guess? We'll find out.
The perfect moment for me to approach and ask the big question. There was a trailer designated for staff who weren't a part of the cast to use. Though most of us never used it. As I said, it was really hot and none of us were keen on sweating. But I heard from another staff member that the girl that I liked, let's call her Susie, was in the trailer. So the girl that he likes is Susie and she's in the trailer. So he's like, let me go in the trailer. So I get to the trailer and walk right in to deliver my confession of love, not expecting to find Susie having the most intense sex I've ever seen right there on the sofa with a guy that's not a part of the staff. I would later learn that he was in fact her boyfriend.
Oof.
But also...
But... Which... no pun intended with saying but he made a point to say that he's bi. Question mark. Well, they said they're bi, so I don't know. I'm just assuming they're a guy. So he goes in there and sees possibly his butt, like the boyfriend's butt. And he's like, I don't know, I'm kind of into that. And then all of a sudden he's screwing her boyfriend. Question mark. Because there has to be a reason why he made it a point of saying that he's bi. So I feel like that's going to come into play here. He's going to end up screwing that boyfriend.
How are you going to not put in details? What's the most intense sex you've ever seen?
It does not matter, Stephanie. You are just too lost in those smut books.
I need to know. Are we talking, like, what is your parameters for intense sex? I just need to visualize. I'm a visual person. There's a difference. There's a difference between doggy style and someone being suspended from the ceiling and spinning around in a tutu and getting spanked. So
What are you talking about? I thought she was like talking like shibari or something. That's what it's called, right? Shibari. I don't want to sound dumb. Hold on. Yeah, shibari. Like, I thought she was talking about that, which that's when you get tied up with a bunch of ropes in like an almost artistic way and hung from the ceiling. Question mark. I think it's like a Japanese thing, obviously, which is why I might know what it is. So I thought like, oh, shibari? But you're just like, what are you talking about? Hung up from the ceiling? How? Not shibari? In the tutu getting spanked? Like, what is these weird books that she's reading? Question mark.
a little bit of a difference, you know? Like, I think the trauma level would be different. So as I mentioned, the trailer was designated for all the staff, so it hasn't occurred to me that I should knock in case people might be, you know, doing it. There I was just...
Yeah, because you're at work, right? So why would you need to knock in a public space where you don't expect someone to be getting obliterated, right? Like, you don't expect to enter into a public space for staff at work and just see someone getting annihilated.
Just making eye contact and mumbling out of a string of apologies when her boyfriend, the most sexiest man that I think I've ever seen,
What did they say?
just tells me to shut up because he doesn't plan on stopping. Whoa! Honestly, that's kind of hot.
What?
What? That's kind of hot.
How is that hot?
That's kind of hot.
Let us continue. Get out.
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
It's kind of hot. You don't think it's kind of hot?
So wait, we ever get walked in?
Yo.
It depends by who.
Exactly, just get out.
No, it depends by who. If it's a complete stranger.
I mean, who else is in the house?
Oh God, no.
Oh,
We
God,
stop
no.
immediately. We get on our knees and beg for forgiveness. And then we burn this house down and try to find a new one. And hope that she doesn't follow us anymore.
Oh my god.
I'm talking about my mom. I'm just kidding. You just jacked my sandwich, bruh.
Do you want to try this one?
Yeah, the
Or
Philly
no?
cheesesteak?
It's good.
Okay, fine.
I was like thinking about like this scenario. Like, would I get mad if I walking in someone in a public space. Like obviously if you get walked in on, it's your own fault, but you're probably gonna get mad. But if you're the one walking in on someone and they basically be like extremely rude to you when they're already doing something they shouldn't be doing in the first place, like would you get mad? Because I don't know if I appreciate having people be rude to me, question mark. So in this scenario, I don't know if I would just be like, yeah, whatever, I'm out, or if I would actually get angry and be like, okay, screw you, you're dead. I mean, not actually dead, I'm not gonna kill anybody, right?
These subs are good.
Mm-hmm.
You want the other one?
Okay.
A lot of onions.
So what, is he in love with the guy now?
That's what I predict. That's what I'm sensing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I already figured that like 10 hours ago. Like, why would he have to preface that he's bi if he doesn't plan on screwing the boyfriend?
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
you've never had two crushes at once?
No. Once you have a crush, you just think about that.
Oh, everything else is like.
Yeah, everything
Just
else is
distraction.
that's true then. That's how I feel.
true, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
You feel the same way, right?
Been this way, only been this way, will always be.
Sure. I mean, if you're married or you're with someone, you have to save face by saying that. Like, he's always saving face, but who knows if he's actually telling the truth. But it just seems like they have that kind of relationship where he has to constantly, even if it's just a joke, even if he's joking and like Stephanie isn't like a crazy girlfriend or crazy wife, he just has to make sure he says the right thing every time. Question mark, like, nope, I can only like love someone once. I have no crushes. No, I definitely do not have another crush on anyone else. Obviously, because I'm with Stephanie, so there's literally nobody else around. Also, I forgot to. I'm fixing that and blowing that back up. There we go. Yeah, it's just something I noticed where he's like constantly saving face. It looks, and we have to zoom in like every time we have to zoom in on Stephanie's face because she's about to like explode if he doesn't make sure to say the right thing.
And boy, did he mean that, because for about 20 seconds I stood there just watching them have sex until I realized how creepy that was, and so I just dipped. And for the next week, the image of them kept playing in my mind, heightened by the fact that he would pop up every day just to say hi, not only to her, but the rest of the crew, and was particularly friendly in saying hi to me, which at the time I assumed was due to him finding my embarrassment amusing. I was wrong. I'll skip the boring back and forth details on how Susie, her boyfriend, and I had a weird flirtatious relationship going on for the next couple of weeks. After about 3 weeks of flirtatious banter, the couple just straight up asked me if I wanted to, a menage a trois. They
Oh, 3?
Now, it wasn't just sex. There was a lot of it, okay? Until the end of filming, actually. But it was a lot more, to me at least. We cuddled. I'd bring her tiny gifts to work. We'd share secret kisses. If he ever came to set to say hi to his girlfriend, he'd make a point of finding me as well. And he had a habit of bringing her tiny snacks, and now I was a part of that. Oh yeah, I was getting my snacks delivered. There was conversation, endless conversation, in person, on calls, over text. Basically, I'd fallen for them, both of them. And after filming had ended, so did whatever we had. I then realized what they were seeking was merely no strings attached fun, and I had been the idiot to catch feelings. It's been 2 years now. I still think of them. I tried moving on, but I can't. I dated someone for a little bit. She liked your videos, and that's how I found you. And even though we're broken up now, I still remain a big fan and enjoy every video you make. Love, Hopeless.
Oof. Oh, why was that so loud? I said like it peaked the mic there. Hopefully it didn't sound too bad. But yeah, oof. There's nothing you can do. That's just the problem with being into doing poly stuff, question mark? I don't know.
Wait, I love you. I love this so much.
No, I guess it doesn't really, not necessarily an issue with being poly. It's more of an issue of getting into a poly that doesn't really care about you and they're just there to have some fun, and then like once the job was over, they're like, oh, we're out. See ya.
But also, okay.
No, that part's still inappropriate, them like screwing around at work.
Love, Hopeless. Wait, I love you. I love this so much. But also, okay, that's, I don't know how to feel about it. Oh.
At least he found you.
Yeah, I wish I could give you a hug. You know, that's like, you know what that reminds me of? And this is gonna sound so stupid. But it's like when you read a really good book and you get into this crazy world and like everything has changed and your emotions are crazy and they're running wild, and then out of nowhere the book is over. And you're just all of a sudden like, whoa, what just happened? I was in this world and now I'm not. And now I feel like so melancholic.
That's like watching Netflix show too.
Yeah.
And that
Sure. I'd argue that in that way with shows. Well, I was that way with anime for a while. I don't know if it's been that way for a while. Maybe if I'm watching something good. Yeah, I think it actually has been a long time since I've watched an anime and finished it, and it was like miserable afterwards, because that used to be a common thing with me a long time ago. I'd watch a show, I'd like it's over after 4 hours, because I mean that's usually how long these shows are, right? Because it's 12 episodes, around 20 minutes an episode, so it's around like 4 hours or so, give or take, depending on how extra minutes they add on to the 20 minutes, how many episodes there are past 12, because sometimes 13 is a number, sometimes 24, yada yada yada. So yeah, and you just watch it and be like, wow, I am so depressed right now because I'm no longer watching the show, you know, because the show's over. But I think it's been years since I felt that. Just the issue of, I guess, just being alive for too long. Like I mentioned before, the immortal's dilemma, even though that's not what this is specifically, just you will live long enough to watch so much stuff, if you are watching stuff often enough, that you will just be deluded to everything, because you've seen almost every story told after a certain point in like every different kind of way. So you can't really be too surprised by anything. You can't be too happy, too sad, too scared about stuff once you've seen too much stuff. Once you become desensitized, because you can be desensitized to horror, right? Because like I love horror, but it's not really scary. It's just I just enjoy it, you know, because I've watched too much of it. I've been watching it and playing it for video games for who knows how long, forever. And I'm old? Question mark. I'm not that old. Question mark. But you will eventually become desensitized to it, which is like oof. But I think you can also become desensitized to other things, other emotions, like, you know, joy, happiness, sadness, whatever. And that's why, again, I don't really get that bothered by finishing a show. It's like most shows I'm watching, I'm like, that was just trash, more slop for the slop pile, just uninteresting. Same thing being told every time. I'll throw some good stuff out there, but meh. I completely forgot how we even got on this track of things. I think her talking about like being immersed in a story and then being depressed afterwards. Yeah, it's been a while. That's all I'm saying. Since I've been depressed after watching something because you know it's over. Anyway, I just want it to continue on forever, and shows just end immediately. But this can be a counter argument to the issues I was talking about last time, which no one commented on, because I don't know if anyone even got to that point or even had any thoughts about what I had said in the last Juiciest Confessions about AI, where, you know, the whole, we got into the Idiocracy world, Wally world discussion, and whatnot, and the efficiency, like the obsession with efficiency that's going to come from that. But going back to AI, you could argue that's like a thing you can have with AI, is because it's already kind of doing that. Like people are making like trailers for anime that don't exist, for shows that don't exist with AI now, because it's just advancing too far. And that's kind of like a thing that I was already thinking about this and talking about someone before AI really got out of hand. So it's like years ago that we're going to reach a point where there's going to be like Netflix for AI, right? You're just going to go to AI Flicks, type in, I don't know, show about revenge, say like person gets screwed over, thrown away like trash, and then seeks revenge through an adventure, whatever, like just trying to make up a story on the spot, and then type that in and it'll generate a story for you, and you can just make it last forever. Like, give me 100 episodes, give me 1,000 episodes of just this story, and it's like you can have that story that will last forever, your entire life, question mark. Though again, I don't know if that outweighs the problems with AI. I'm still not on AI's side, right? Because of the whole conversation we had before. But yeah, that's like the opposite end of that is like, oh, I'm talking about like being depressed from shows ending, but with AI, you could technically generate a show to last forever, question mark. That Though technically, you already have like a show that has lasted forever, right? One Piece, right? There are shows out there. One Piece, The Simpsons. I don't know if The Simpsons have like stopped yet. What episode is like One Piece on? Like 1,000 something? And that's been, how many years has it been? Like 20 or 30? The One Piece has been going on for probably like 30 years, I would assume. Somewhere around there. So that is a pretty decent chunk of time. Same with The Simpsons, right? Probably even longer than that. So some of these shows will just last forever. You can make them last forever if people just keep making them. But anyways, huge tangent. Don't know if anyone really cares about any of that, but
The best part.
And you're like, oh, we were just getting to the good part.
Exactly.
What the hell is going on? Okay, if you guys were in a menage a trois situation like this, which one would you want to be? Because some people say, I don't want to be the couple because I feel like there's so much psychology of a couple inviting another person in. Some people say,
well, I mean, you're ignoring the fact that the menage a trois might actually just be three people who are in a relationship with each other, not just a couple looking for a, what do they call it? Because you usually hear like couple looking for extra. What is it called? Like couple looking for something, like X, Y, or Z. I don't know what that word is, but just couple looking for extra to have fun with is what she's talking about. But what if it isn't that scenario? What if it is just like three people in a relationship?
I don't want to be the non-couple because situations like this could happen, where the couple just kind of move on, and you're left with this like super empty feeling. Which one would you guys want to be?
Second option.
Yeah, I think it'll be the second option.
The third party, the non-couple party.
Yeah, it's complicated, right?
But if you have a couple, it's like there's more things to worry about.
Yeah.
They sell those at like ball games, like baseball games. They need to start selling Korean corn dogs.
The
I think
Korean
it'd be a
corn
hit.
dogs would be a hit.
Bro, it'd be a hit.
Yo,
But what's even the difference? It looks just like a corn dog. I can only assume the breading is different, but yeah, what is a Korean corn dog?
actually,
Business idea.
I better see you at the...
The Brave Stadium, Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
I'll buy it from Duluth
He said, I'm not even gonna make it.
and then resell it.
He said,
$2 more.
buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high on game day.
I mean, I think they'll buy it.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, I'm driving all the way down there to get it for you.
And the ball game foods, they're so expensive. It's like movie theater food. It's ridiculously overpriced for no reason.
That's actually really smart.
Okay, confession number 2, but I think you would need to get a license and somehow get approved at the ballpark. But they probably have like people that they work with.
No, just like...
Or just like drive by in the parking lot. Hey, you want
Hey,
corn
before you
dogs?
go in. you want a corn dog? They're all like, wait, you want...
Yeah, I feel like you can just pull up in like a selling van as long as you have a selling license, right? Food license to sell. Just pull up in your little van that sells corn dogs and just sell them in the parking lot like they said.
Drive by in the parking lot. Hey, you want
Hey,
corn
before you
dogs?
go in. you want a corn dog? They're all like, wait, you want a what? My family's here. Okay, confession number 2. Hey, Steph, really love watching your videos, and it just makes my... Why did I just say hey, Steph? Hey, Steph. Okay.
Oh my god, that's like 6 exclamation points.
Really love watching your videos, and it makes my day better when I'm feeling down. Thank you. You can identify me as Kay, and I will share my story with you. Title, The Plot Twist, okay?
I like that.
So when I was about 17, I was in... That's the only title? Okay. So when I know where this... There's no way to know where this is going. So when I was about 17, I was enrolled into a new school, and I was gonna make some new friends. As a young teenager at the time, I was really horny, I guess, you know? And I started to learn how to do nasty. But I didn't really, not really did it before, just learning. Well, I met with some female and guy friends in a group, and one day I shared headphones with this guy. Let's call him A. He put it into my ear for some online video watching in class. However, when he switched on his phone, my eardrum was about to explode because of the loudest moans that I have ever heard in my entire freaking life. Immediately.
I'm guessing he just has corn hub on his phone. Just forgot to turn it off or something.
I jumped out of my seat and literally pulled off the AirPods out of my ears, and I was shook. That guy that I shared the AirPods with, I thought he was always the most innocent one. My teacher and my classmates were all staring at me like, what are you doing? Wondering what the hell is going on. Of course, I couldn't say that I was hearing moaning and just crazy upside down sex going on. So I turned to the guy, and he was winking and lifting his eyebrow at me. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Now
I'm not even embarrassed about it? Question mark.
Oh my god. A 911? But like when I was a teenager, I would have eaten that up, okay?
What?
I would have eaten that up.
Oh, Lord.
Me being a teenager at the time, I thought, to my stupid self, that he wanted to do the nasty with me. That's a pretty good conclusion. Like
That's a good answer.
Yeah, like the jump from A to B is not that long. I would arrive at the same destination. All right. Let's just say nothing happened at the time. 1 year later, when I'm 18 years old, I start hearing these rumors saying that guy A has been asking and luring girls into the boys' toilet to lick his,
Corn dog.
dodo. She wrote
Dodo?
dodo.
Dodo?
Yeah, which is like, is that the ding dong or is that
The doo-doo?
the doo-doo?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You use the term licking. I was like, what? I don't know what we're talking about. If we're thinking about the same thing.
Now I'm confused.
Let's hope it's
because
not doo-doo.
you can
And we're also using the word dodo bird. Like I don't think of maybe dodo bird's snout might look like one. I don't know.
both, you know.
Oh.
And do the nasty. I was in shock, but I was also kind of curious, okay? Again, as a stupid young teenager, I sneaked into the boys' toilet one day and I hid inside one of the cubicles. I heard some people coming in, so I just kept quiet. I listened. Gradually, I hear girls and guys moaning. And I'm on the freaking toilet. And as a stupid ass, I peeked over the toilet cubicle and I saw my friends, my girlfriends, licking the boys and the guys and doing the nasty.
How many people are there?
Did you?
I don't know. And I mean, he looked honestly kind of hot.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
So I really wanted to escape out of my toilet, and this is really weird to me. When I looked closer, I saw my. Whoa.
What? What could she have seen to like have such an exasperated expression? Like what?
Toilet, and this is really weird to me. When I looked closer, I saw my. Whoa.
I feel like she almost choked. I know I'm just pausing it right after the exact. It looks like she almost like choked to death there.
Out of my toilet, and this is really weird to me. When I looked closer, I saw my. Whoa. You did not give me warning. I saw my friend's sister licking her own brother. Thing.
Yo.
Wait, what? I gotta hear that again. What?
You did not give me warning.
Again, like her exasperated expression is just crazy. I mean, it's like it is so visceral. I gotta see it again.
When I looked closer, I saw my.
Like Jesus Christ, this visceral, exasperated expression. I know I keep pausing it to keep talking about it. It's just so crazy. I don't know if she's given like such a expression before on one of these videos. I mean, yes, but this one was nuts, honestly. Because it was like she got the wind knocked out of her, almost. Okay, now who?
You did not
Who?
give me warning. I saw my friend's sister licking her own.
My friend's sister licking her brother. Okay, I thought she was gonna say her sister. Okay, her friend's sister licking her brother. Sure.
Own brother. Thing.
Yo. Hello.
911.
Yo.
911.
That's not. Oh, no.
I was really, really shocked at that moment, and my mouth just took control, and I really loud. They all turned their heads to look at me and had this look in their eyes that was saying, "We cannot let her escape."
Oh.
I was fearing for my life as I did not want to get or forced the nasty on me, and I had my phone with me, and I switched on the video recording mode, and they asked me to get out of the cubicle, and guy A asked me if I was feeling horny while I was watching them. I mean, it was kind of hot, yeah, but I said no. But I said no, okay? But he starts caressing my face and kissed me on the lips, and that kiss was the hottest, steamiest kiss I've ever had.
What?
And then, it then proceeded to, do some stuff, and we could just not stop, we were feeling really horny, so yeah, not to forget about my phone. They did not realize that I had my phone recording what they were doing, and after all of this stuff, and then I remembered, oh my god, the video. I grabbed my phone and I dashed out so that they could not see that I was recording a
Yeah, but where was the phone if you were messing around? Were you just holding your phone the whole time in your hand while you're messing around? Like, what?
video. When I went back home, I found out that my phone recorded the nasty, and I wanted to immediately delete it, but I'm not sure why. I didn't, but that would be the worst decision of my life. If you guessed. I didn't guess, by the way. Like, there's no part in this story I guessed appropriately.
Well, I mean, technically it's a problem because she's 18. I don't know how old these other ones are, but I don't know how this works. It's theoretically I don't know how to say it without YouTube getting mad. It is illegal contraband to be recorded, right? Because we were talking about potential minors. She's not a minor, but I don't know if these other people are minors, so it is potential illegal contraband that could get them extremely in trouble. Again, I don't know how this stuff works. Like, what happens when minors record illegal contraband? Do they get, like, punished as if an adult recorded it or not? Because I literally don't know. It's like more of like a new thing, right? Because a long time ago, we didn't really have cameras to be doing this kind of stuff, to recording this stuff. I mean, not until I was a teenager, and then technically it did have the ability to do that as a teenager, but I digress. But now you come out the womb with the camera in your hand, so I don't know if we have laws to be like, okay, this minor has recorded illegal contraband, but we're not going to charge them with illegal contraband punishments because they are still a minor? Question mark. Again, I don't know how this works, right? Because it's more of like a new new millennia kind of thing that to get in trouble over it. I'm just wondering if that could be what's going to happen here, or if someone's just going to find out, parents going to find out about it, or who knows. Again, if it's the the former, then is she going to get jail time?
No part. Also, we're not gonna go back to the incest. Like, we're just gonna. That's fine. Okay. My brother.
Yeah, whatever. Who cares?
And he wanted to send something to his
Brother saw it.
friends. My brother's younger than me. He doesn't have a phone of his own. And I let him use mine whenever he needs to do a project or contact his friends. And I realized that he accidentally sent the video with his things to his friends.
What do you mean accidentally? There's no way he accidentally sent your illegal contraband to his friends.
I was panicking, screaming.
He did it on purpose.
On my parents, or my brother, obviously. This was the moment where it all went downhill. I went to school that next day, and everyone is staring at me and my friends with weird glances. I felt that something bad had happened, and it might be due to my brother's mistake, right? I opened up my Instagram as usual, and I saw this post saying, my friend's hot sister and her friends. Yeah, well, it was the video. I immediately texted my brother's friend to delete it and needed to bribe them to take down the post. There's more coming up, so stay tuned for part 2. How are you just gonna cut us off at this and say that there's part 2? When?
Next
Release
year.
the date.
Next season.
Stephanie just mentions like being enthralled in the story and then having it just cut out abruptly, and then immediately gets a story that is literally just that.
Yeah. Okay. Release the date. Love you, Stephanie. I love you too, Kay. But like, give me part 2. That really was a plot twist. I did not expect any part of that story.
I
really.
cannot go to that school no more if that happens.
No.
Like seriously.
It is like a story. I don't know if I was ever in the kind of, you know,
It's false. No way. Not this time. We created it. Not this time. No, not this time. It's totally made up.
yeah, like I don't know if I felt like that the entire time I was hearing it, because it is plausible that that happened, right? Question mark, but I don't know.
And this is what, high school?
Yeah, sometimes I think I had a wild high school life. But then I read these confessions and I'm like, wow.
What's the wildest thing you done in high school?
In high school?
Yeah, wildest. Do you, like kissing?
No
girl?
comment.
No holding hands.
Holding hands? Nah, not in high school.
No comment.
Kinda
Just
sad, but
exposing them.
not in high school, man.
What'd you do, honey?
I was eating pizza with mayo on it.
Wait, pizza with mayo? Did we do that? What did we put on pizza? I feel like we did some weird stuff with pizza. You know, the rectangular cardboard. Cardboard is actually a compliment to school pizza, so I should not say cardboard pizza. The rectangular pizza slop that you get at school, or schools back then. You know, if you didn't have one of the schools that just has like Burger King and I don't know, Pizza Hut built into them, because that's what it's felt like, or what like actual normal public school cafeterias had. But I don't know if they actually had that, because I didn't go to a regular high school. I've already said that before. I went to like a meh high school. So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I feel like it was just your Neil's ranch, standard ranch. They give you ranch, you put a ranch on it. I don't remember putting mayonnaise on it. For fries, you could argue this is something weird. We used all the condiments, ketchup, mustard, and mayonnaise on the fries and ate that. That was pretty good. Question mark. I don't know any other weird stuff we did with food in high school. Question mark. Because that's the only thing that comes to mind. But I swear there's some sort of weird thing with the pizza, but I just can't remember other than ranch. But ranch, it might have just been like ranch wasn't exactly a normal thing back then, and maybe it's like normal now, but it wasn't as normal to like ranch your pizza. So I feel like maybe carrots came with the pizza, but then which carrots and ranch, you would maybe dip your carrots in ranch. That was normal at that point, but maybe you would just take the ranch and dump it on the pizza instead of the carrots. Question mark. I know we're going on like a stupid like school lunch tangent, because he's being dumb and talking about food instead of actual risque stuff.
That's pretty bad.
So nasty.
How about you? Okay.
Okay, let's
Yeah, like no comments.
go down there.
Oh, I drink alcohol. Oh,
Okay, sure. At school, have I don't know if I've gotten alcohol at school.
that's illegal. What? I drank alcohol senior year.
You didn't drink before?
No.
What?
Yeah, like ever since prom.
What?
The end of the high school you drink.
But that was the start though. That was like that's when I first started drinking.
Yeah.
And then he couldn't stop since.
Okay, I wasn't addicted, but like actually like high school, I didn't do anything. Like it was college when I started trying things.
Trying things like holding hands.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Whoa. Confession number 3. I slept with an idol and I didn't know who it was until afterwards.
Okay, so here's the main attraction. Again, that title just does nothing for me. So hopefully it's actually juicier than it sounds. Because to me, it's just like, okay, whatever.
Okay, so before you immediately think that I'm delusional and found this on Wattpad, I'm here to say that this is an actual real life experience that I had, and honestly, it kind of scarred me. LOL. So to give you some background information, this took place December of 2019. I was 22 years old and just finished getting my bachelor's degree at a college in my hometown. I'm a Asian female, and I've always had a passion for teaching.
What?
This is how I knew shit was gonna get weird. I was at church on a regular schmegular Sunday when I was talking to one of my friends who was about to depart for Seoul to be an English teacher. Although I'm Korean, I'm also white. A lot of my Korean culture was washed out through the years since my dad was a traveling nurse and my mom was the one
I mean, she just said she was quote unquote Asian, so I don't think she needed to clarify twice that she's half white, half Asian.
who raised me and my brother. So I'm guessing her dad is Korean. Now, I love my mom to death, but Shelby is as white as can be. This woman didn't know how to cook rice until I was 13 years old. And because my father was rarely home when my brother and I were growing up, we missed out on a lot of cultural experiences. I only know bits and pieces of Korean, and I hardly know what the culture is, but this didn't stop me from immediately being intrigued by the thought of being an English teacher in South Korea. It took a lot of thinking, but I finally realized that this had to be a God giving me an opportunity to embrace who I am. That's honestly true. Oh yeah, because it happened at church too. So I applied for the EPIC program in Korea, and by the grace of God, I got an elementary school job in Seoul. I was so happy and excited, but the process was so hard I almost gave up. I had to apply for a work visa, mail all these highly sensitive documents that got lost in transit 3 times. It was so stressful and expensive, but eventually, I successfully made it to my new home for a year, unless I decided to renew my contract. So I'm in Seoul, okay? It's a dream come true. Love my kids, love my school, my housing, my transit is paid for. It was honestly just amazing. One night, a few of my teacher friends and I decided to go out. We went to a club in Itaewon and we got plastered. Once we started drinking, I don't remember
Oh, Itaewon mentions.
everything that happened.
Hopefully, what was Itaewon Halloween? Itaewon was the Halloween one, right? Hopefully she wasn't around for that. Question mark. I mean, she clearly still alive, so thankfully she wasn't around for it. It was the Itaewon Halloween tragedy, right? Where everyone got, unfortunately, crushed in the alleyway, right?
Happened that night, but the next thing I knew, there was this man all over me. Just grabbing my waist, telling me how exotic I looked, which I assume was like a compliment, question mark. But he was so hot, I just went with the flow, okay? We were dancing, he's by me.
Exotic? Is that what she said? Uses exotic? I guess she looks like a white woman? Question mark? That's exotic? I mean, white women are gonna be exotic somewhere where they're not the norm, I guess.
After drink, and it was great. We were on the dance floor and he kissed me out of nowhere. It wasn't like a simple innocent peck, it was like full on tongue down my throat, gripping my ass for dear life, saliva everywhere. Oh, that's my biggest nightmare.
So he was like,
Oh my god, guys! Did you know there's a machine? It's a kissing machine.
Shut up. What?
Yeah,
What?
it's for long distance couples or anyone else. Basically, it's a device you can attach your phone to. So while you're FaceTiming someone, it's like a gel that can form into a mouth. So you can make out with it. Imagine you're making out with your
That's so weird.
partner through the screen.
No.
I feel like that's like a new one. Like, I've seen one of those, but like it was way older. It did not look like just a weird like black blob like that. But I haven't thought about that thing in years.
See, that's inappropriate because I'll be FaceTiming you. And I'm like, babe, what am I looking at right now? That's not what this is meant to be for. Show me your face
bro,
right
you
now.
know how
Show it to
funny
me.
you know how funny you'll look. Like, bro,
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you mean, yeah?
So wait, yeah, that's what people said.
but that's not what you do.
So you can use it for anything.
Okay.
And then some other people say, no, no saliva, no tongue, no soul,
No, so
no fun. And the fact that I tried to buy it,
yo.
Bro, can we buy it?
it's in China
No.
though.
Oh, it's only China?
Yeah.
I'll fly there.
It's probably like really expensive. You have to buy 2 of them.
Yeah, I'll look for it after.
So anyway, saliva everywhere. Okay, a dirty, raunchy kiss, and I loved every second of it. The man pulled me to the restroom where we proceeded to do it right then and there, reverse cowgirl on the public toilet, and it wasn't even quick. My friends and I said we were gone for an hour. Minimum. After we finished and he asked for my number, so I gave it to him. He kind of disappeared after that and we went our separate ways. I went back home, slept it off until the next morning when I got a text message with a link to a PDF. It was an NDA. I was so beyond confused. At first I thought a video of me drunk had gotten back to my school and they wanted nothing to do with me anymore. I immediately started panicking and crying uncontrollably and I was flipping the fuck out and I didn't know what to do. I thought I was being fired. Keep in mind, this was only a short time after I arrived in Korea and I had not been introduced to Korean pop culture, like K-dramas, K-pop, right? I had little to no knowledge of what an idol even was, so I went to my friend's apartment, who had been in Korea years longer than me. I show her the NDA and she immediately laughs. And I mean, hysterically, like laughing hysterically. I was honestly kind of pissed off, like, why do you think it's so funny that I'm being fired from my job? And oh my god, she showed me the logo on the corner of the PDF, and there were 3 letters.
Wait,
JYP.
JYP?
JYP.
No way.
Oh
Are you
my
sure?
Oh, is that why the middle symbol on the title is a asterisk, is so you don't know, or you somehow don't know who it is. But I don't know who JYP is, but I'm guessing that was supposed to be like a secret. Like, oh, it's maybe you think they mean Japan, but no, it's JYP. Whoever that is.
Pointing at it, and I'm even more confused. And she went on to remind me of the stranger that I snuck off with. She couldn't really recognize his face at the time, but then she pulled up a video of us dry humping on the dance floor and immediately knew who it was. It was a JYP idol from an older but still ridiculously popular group.
Holy.
I googled the out of him and I was shocked, but beyond that, I never saw him again. To this day, I never discussed what happened with anyone besides the people who witnessed it for legal and moral reasons. Looking back, I regret it very much. I'm very religious and plan to save myself from marriage. If I was sober and if I was in my right mind, I wouldn't have done it. He did not assault me. I was conscious enough to consent, but still, I was disappointed in myself. I wanted to take this to the grave with me, but simply because of my unfaithfulness to my religion, but that would make a great confession in your videos. LOL. Love you, Stephanie Dan and Steph-fiance. I love you too! This is insane!
So she didn't write the name secretly?
No.
Oh, damn. Damn it!
Isn't just an older member from JYP enough to know who she's talking about?
I know, I want to know
Oh,
too.
because she signed the NDA.
Like older member who is still popular in JYP. I feel like that narrows it down, right? Of course, I don't know a lick of anything about JYP, so what do I know?
I still want to know.
Wow.
Who could it be?
That's insane. But you know what? Just on your last point though, yes.
I'm kind of shocked that they would just go to a club and
I heard they do.
and make out.
But wouldn't people see that?
See, yeah, exactly.
It's a club, like.
Yeah.
No, but Itaewon Club is crazy. I went there once.
Is it
actually-
wild?
No, it's actually like.
What happens?
Well, I like it more than American Club because it's more like the music's good too. Everyone's very formal.
5 minutes ago, then it's like, I haven't held anyone's hand. But like, you know, the Itaewon Club be lit.
Yeah, we be f***ing it up.
Better than American one.
But it's
yeah.
crazy though.
The bathrooms are spacious.
Hey, it is. And it's actually clean. Like, it's
I don't want to know this. I don't want to know what you do in Korea on your free times.
But it's yeah.
You know what I mean? But on your last point, I used to be religious. I'm not religious anymore. But I do know that even just recognizing and coming to terms with like the idea that you made a mistake, I think is a really admirable thing.
She probably won't do it again. Maybe. I don't know.
Next confession. I was
I mean, if she's like religious, right? You'd assume she wouldn't do it because the thought of what she did do already is haunt her forever, right? Just to point out something that is I keep looking at. It has nothing to do with anything. Is this strap that Stephanie has on her left shoulder that looks like a belt? I don't know if I've seen like a strap like that before, or we would say a fashion move like that. I don't know. It's just interesting just to see what appears to be a belt on her shoulder.
wild in online. That is the top. Hello, Biss. I was not thinking of sharing this, but then I realized that I only have you and Dan Dan to blame because of it all. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hey, excuse me.
Coming for you, okay?
Okay, just kidding, but kind of. LOL. Okay. Wait, what? It all started 2 years ago when I watched you and Dan Dan.
We tried filming a mukbang on Omegle. What in the world?
Trying out Omegle. I did not know what Omegle was prior to that, and I got really curious, okay?
Also, I've never used Omegle or any of those like cam sites where you just talk to random people and just almost like swipe left or right or whatever. Not necessarily left or right, just swipe on people to be like, okay, I'm done with you, next, done with you, next, done with you, next. Never done any of that stuff. Maybe I was too old for it, I don't know.
I never really liked meeting new people, but I was super bored, and I had nothing else to do, so I tried it. I used the no-cam pure text version, and I met Mark. We're gonna call him Mark. After all the creepy dudes, I met Mark, a funny guy that only got on the site to literally just send jokes. I started tearing up from laughing just by talking to him. Our sense of humor really matched perfectly, and we talked for almost 2 hours before I got disconnected. I was so sad when that happened. For the first time ever, I wanted to talk to somebody. When I reloaded the site, I got matched with a bunch of different creeps, some friendly ones, but they weren't Mark until nighttime came around. I was still thinking of him, so I started using Omegle again, and to my surprise, the first one I matched with sent me a simple message, and he said, Amber, ? So I don't know if this is her real name or fake name, and oh, okay, wow, it's like she reads my mind. No, my name is not Amber. But I gave Mark a fake name, and that was Amber. When I told him that it was me, he starts begging me to give him my social media account or something.
Social security number.
There you go.
Oh my god. Turns out when I got disconnected around 4 p.m., he stayed on this site trying to match with me again. It was around 9 p.m. when we matched again.
Wow.
He was thinking the same thing. Our personalities matched really well with each other, and there was just so much to talk about. The games he liked and I liked, the drama and anime that I love, he loves too. And he's also very smart. I just know that I'll learn a lot from talking to him. But there is the one thing that I fear. The tags we put on Omega were the exact same, like province name and Philippines. And I was thinking that he might be someone from my neighborhood, and I didn't like the idea of that. I was so worried that we might even know each other. What if he's a family member? I don't know. That's weird. I told him that I really don't like sharing my personal information with people online, and he respected it. So the two of us agreed to use dummy Snapchat accounts, and we did not ask each other for photos or names. We just talked like friends on like, bro. Bro,
What?
this could be your cousin or something, you know what I mean? You gotta ask for them names.
Yo.
Come on.
Is that what you're doing?
No, but I would know if it was you. Because he'd be like, no cap, BFFR, no legit. Like, I don't even know what he says. Bruh. This lasted for months. Sometimes we would cook up the same meals, watch our favorite shows, and chat as if we were hanging out in real life. And I don't know if it was because of that or because we were so bored during the pandemic or what, but it was just something that we always loved to do. It was super fun. I really enjoyed it. After more than 6 months, we both knew that we were developing feelings for each other. Our topics got deeper.
Okay, happy here.
It wasn't just about shows, jokes, or food. We would text all day, every single day, about our real life problems. When he needed to do something, he would ask me for advice. When I was
Is it gonna end up turning out to be your brother? Like, I don't understand. Oh, you know what would be even crazier? It's her dad. Question mark. Turns out it's her dad.
breaking down, he was there to calm me down. When I had problems, I would run to him first, and he would help me solve them. He was 4 years older than me, so I would always listen to his thoughts and
Citation needed on him being 4 years older.
hey, they were too mature for my 22-year-old brain. He really taught me a lot.
So they were texting for months?
What? She's 22? What do you mean? He's 4 years older? 4 years ain't nothing. He's 26. I mean, sure, he has a developed brain, and you do not have a developed brain, but I don't know. Maybe that's enough. But still, if you know what I'm talking about, your brain's allegedly completely finished developing when you turn 25. So if you're under 25 right now, know that your brain is not done. It's still cooking. So you might have a different outlook on life after 25? Question mark? Or whatnot?
No face, nothing?
No.
That's wild.
He's like, that is wild. I asked for pics this first day.
Bro, so I mean, I'm not, hating, but like...
Hating.
No, but so they were texting?
Yeah.
Just straight up texting?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, then.
That's wild.
You need to go on.
What is he talking about?
Love is blind?
They were just texting. I guess he's just saying they were just texting without pictures or anything like that. And he doesn't understand that? How they could just do that, I guess.
What is that?
It's a reality show where they date, but they can't see each other. They can only hear each other's voices.
Nah, I can't do that.
And then they get married before they even see each
No,
other.
I can't do that. Why would they do that? There must be an incentive.
Can you find your true love without looking at their face?
No.
Like, can you connect
So-
with them spiritually, mentally?
Okay, this is a bucket, 100%. Personality and looks, physical attraction. What percentage do you give each one to reach 100?
Oof. I mean, he could give the I don't want to look bad answer, or he can give the truthful answer.
He's like stressing.
He's like, okay, do I tell the truth? Or
No,
do I-
I'm thinking really. I'll be honest. 65% personality.
I don't sound like it.
Yeah, I mean,
I gotta see how they look. What if they look like... Like Monster Inc.
Sophie looks like Monster Inc.
Yo, I can't... How do you love someone based off...
Oh, their personality and their
No,
intellect.
I'm not saying that, but how do you base off like not seeing them visually too? Like that's wild.
He said, that's crazy.
Like, would you have dated Stephanie without her like seeing her for
Yeah,
months?
yeah.
Nah,
Absolutely.
nah. Love is blind. I'm gonna check that out.
He's on the next season, guys. He's like, nah, you guys, nah. Can you just describe what you look like right now, please?
no comment. Though I mean, this is just what blind people do, right? They have potentially no knowledge or understanding of what anything looks like. So whoever they end up with is just purely off of personality? Question mark. Might be off of extracurricular prowess if we want to go there too, but you'd assume mostly like it's 0% looks. Maybe they might like the touch of someone, like that, how the body feels, and thus that could be construed as attractiveness, their attraction to the person. But I'm assuming that's like nearly 0%, and it's just mostly all personality. It's just a combination of personality and extracurricular prowess, question mark, which you'd assume is a percentage of that, even for people who can see, right? But for them, it's literally just split between those two.
So you should go, or you should go on Singles Inferno, or just apply.
Yeah.
Why
We'll
not?
see, we'll see.
Why not?
I can't. I gotta see.
See what?
Singles Inferno, you
can
see.
see.
On
Oh, Singles Inferno?
Yeah.
So how do you apply?
How do you apply? I got
Shall we get this started after the smoke bomb?
Yes.
Wait, really?
No, I'm kidding. That'd be fun though.
It'd be so much
But
fun.
I feel like there
It'd be
has
so
to be
cool.
pros and cons.
You find true love. If not, you'll probably find an Instagram account with hundreds of thousands of people waiting for you.
Oh.
Can I get 100,000 Instagram followers, please? Thanks. I do have an Instagram. I mean, it's just art stuff, though, right? It's not anything other than that. That's what all my social media is about arts.
Interesting. Yeah, let's make it happen.
You said, and then the lucky
Art in quotations.
You know what I mean? Let's see where this goes. He's 4 years older than me, right? And so
What
I'm
was
always
the story? I forgot.
Again, 4 years older, citation needed, because I'm pretty sure this is your dad, and he's 30 years older than you.
They're talking online from Omegle.
Oh yes, Mark.
Yes,
Or 20.
than me, so I would always listen to his thoughts. And hey, they were too mature for my 22-year-old brain. He really taught me a lot. For real though, none of my past boyfriends made me feel this way. That's crazy. I love it. Like that's the relationship I love, right? Mark was 1,000 out of 100. He made my ex seem like a 0.5 out of 10.
Wow.
Yeah. I did not need to see his appearance, to say that. I just knew that my heart was going crazy for this guy. Oh yeah, I forgot to add. Aside from our conversations, things started to turn spicy. Like our conversations went from regular ramen to 2 times nuclear noodles.
Dang, that's pretty spicy.
Yeah. We often sent each other photos.
Okay, so they're going to the next level.
They were like 1 chip challenge hot, okay?
Is there a face?
I guess not. And yeah, we were like nasty or whatever.
So no face, just body?
Yeah. Also, he's like hot. Like, wow, give me a gallon of milk and a tub of ice cream hot. That's what I knew, that we did not know each other. She's like, I don't know anyone hot. Everyone around her gets instantly offended. Okay, here's a cool tattoo on his neck, pertinent to the story.
Well, he got
Could be catfishing.
neck tattoos.
Jay Park?
What?
What?
I was thinking the Rio guy from Good Girls.
Who? Who?
Elizabeth,
Yo,
get in the car, mama.
Yo.
Stephanie.
Yeah, like he's over here saying you. Like, yeah, like what? First of all, who? Second of all, you.
Get in the bed.
Get in bed now. Now. No,
This is making me think of the Pokemon thing, like get in the bag. Even though I haven't thought about that in forever. I don't know what it was. There's something that's funny about that. I don't even know what it is. Like get in the bag. Neppy, is that what it's called? It's one of the Pokemon. I didn't watch that season because I didn't watch a lot of the seasons after a certain point, after childhood. But the one girl who has the Cosmo or whatever the heck it's called, the Cosmog, and she's like screaming at it to get in the bag. I don't know what it is.
no question.
Well, let me look it up so you know what I'm talking about. I don't sound crazy. Yeah, I don't know what it was. It's just Nebby is what it's called. Like get in the bag, Nebby. I don't know what it is I'm thinking of, because just looking it up on YouTube, nothing that I saw was what I imagined in my mind. I just heard screaming at this Cosmog. So, yeah, I don't know what the meme was that I saw forever ago. But that's just what I thought of. No one knows what the heck I'm talking about. It's a Pokemon meme.
Yeah.
What if,
Yeah.
in the love blind thing,
He's thinking about it.
let's just say,
Yeah, let's just say.
you guys went well, and then you finally see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she is, or he,
Is not what you
It's
want.
like-
what you like. Yes. Okay.
1 feet tall.
1 feet tall.
What's wrong?
1 feet? Impossible.
1 feet tall people.
Okay. Anyways, so his question is like, you wanted a 10, but he's a 3.
Yeah, so what we've seen, we're not suggesting this. Okay, we would never do this. What we've seen that they do is that they come up with some bizarre ass reasons. They're like, you don't like fish tacos? I don't know if we can get together. Yeah, they'll ask you some crazy questions. They'll be like, hey, how do you feel about this random big concept? How do you feel about science? You're like, science is good. I don't know. My parents, we grew up, we don't like science. I just feel like
Yeah.
there's too many
There's some
differences.
dudes who will be pretty mean about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like you can actually date a bunch of them in the beginning, so they'll all meet at the end, and then some of these dudes will be like, hey, remember that other girl I was talking to, but I didn't propose to because I loved you more? Well, she's so much hotter than you. Yeah.
Like they say it in front of them?
Pretty much, yeah.
Damn, I gotta watch this.
Yeah, it's crazy. All of them, yeah. All the guys need to.
Is it supposed to be like a compliment? Like, hey, this other girl is really hot, but I chose you instead, so you should be appreciative.
Therapy. Anyway, next tattoo. After nearly a year of us chatting, he started to tell me how much he wanted to know me in real life. That scared me. I started overthinking. Because I lied to him about my whole life. Yeah, okay. I told him that my parents were teachers, but my dad is a high-ranking government official in our province. Like, he's on the local news all the time. Mark and I had even talked about one of his interviews. Oh, God. And I don't even know. My mom is, I don't even know what to call it, but like a known Christian. LOL. Everyone who knows
The heck is a known Christian?
me in real life will honestly think that I'm a good girl, an angel, and I'm not. But that's who I had to be. My siblings and I were taught to be this way for our parents' image. My mom is super strict, super conservative. Just know that my mother would literally kill me if she knew that I had if I was a nasty girl online. I don't even know how to explain to her that I met Mark on Omegle. She would end me. She does not know that I had boyfriends before, because if she knew this, I wouldn't be breathing right now. My mom thinks that a guy should literally go outside our house and ask for her blessing just for that guy to be able to take me on a date, to be able to court me.
Sure, but what happens is when your mom actually also watches Stephanie?
I wanted to tell him who I was, but I was too scared. I told him I wasn't ready, and I know Mark was sad about my choice, but he respected it anyway. After that, Mark got a new online job, and I started focusing on my classes since online classes for a pre-med student suck. Okay, wow, that's a lot. A pre-med student? That's insane. I struggled with, I'm gonna struggle with this word, bacteriology. I had to know all the kinds of bacteria, and I was dying. I had to put in triple the effort in order to understand the lessons. Also, because I had to protect my father's name, so yeah, I cannot fail. During that time, Mark and I talked a lot less. We did not have enough time for each other, and months passed, and we would just only say like, hi. I know that he was hoping to have a serious relationship with me in real life, but I was just too scared. So I understand when he started distancing himself. I did not push for us to have more conversations. I wouldn't text him if he didn't text me first. I was afraid of being a bother to him and his work. I tried not to think about him, and my brain just started pulsating with so much knowledge because I was studying so much, you know? And then 2022 came. My cousin May is getting married. They wanted a little ceremony, and she asked me to be her maid of honor. I had to walk down the aisle together with the best man, who is also her groom's brother.
Okay, well, I mean, we already know where this is going. He's going to be there.
The groom is him.
The best man has a familiar tattoo on his neck. At first, I thought I was thinking too much, but after the ceremony, we started to eat and party. I guess he got sweaty and decided to remove his coat, then open a few buttons, and oh my god, it was the same tattoo that Mark had. We did not know what each other's voices sounded like, so I tried to remember his photos where I saw his body, and it matched with his. Then Mark told me that he had a younger brother who was an architect. The groom is an architect. Mark is 6 feet tall, and I'm 5'7", wearing heels, and that guy was really tall. I brought up a series that I watched with Mark, and boom, he said the same comments that Mark had said. I even tried joking using Mark's joke, and he knew that joke.
Dang.
I had drinks with him, took a bunch of pictures, and oh yeah, I'm sure we even danced a lot. Everyone thinks that we match perfectly, and what the heck, we actually do. He's super handsome, okay? I kind of felt shy being paired with such a beautiful gentleman, but like, oh my. At the end of the night, me and my cousins became really good friends with the groom and with, in real life, Mark. Okay, can you just think about this? Imagine she starts dating Mark without telling her that she's also Amber, but then they get married, and Mark is laying in bed always thinking about Amber. The one that got...
Yeah, I mean, it is weird, and I don't like this because I have like an issue with misinformation. I don't know how to describe it other than like misinformation. I hate misinformation for anything, and it's usually for like storytelling stuff, like even as like a plot point, because it's usually a plot point when I'm talking about misinformation, like hating it. Like there's so many stories of person. The simplest one would be like, okay, person likes X, and by X I mean like the letter X, not like an actual X, or let's say Y. Person is madly in love with Y, but they refuse to tell Y for whatever stupid reason, and there's just constant misunderstandings between them because main person will not tell Y how they feel, and it would just be all resolved if they just talked about how they felt. Like that's an easy one to go off of. I'm pretty sure a lot of people were hearing that like, oh, what's wrong with you? That's so juicy. I love that. No. I mean, it's fine, right? But it's not even like to the most extent that I would hate. It's just like people just lying, even just like white lies in shows, and like the whole show revolves around the lie. Like that's really annoying. There's a lot of isekais, if we're gonna go there, which isekai is like kind of sort of like slop for anime. For just talking about anime, I mean, it's a lot of stuff happens in regular shows, right? Regular TV shows, movies, whatever. But a lot of isekai is just main character, which if you know what isekai means, it means another world. Essentially, person is either killed or teleported or resurrected, whatever, to another world. Like they're killed in their world, end up in a new world. They get resurrected, they die and get resurrected over there, or they get TP'd there, so they don't actually die in the real world, but they just get TP'd to another world and they have to live in that other world, right? A lot of times they will not tell anybody that they are from another world, with just refuse to say it. Some shows actually make a reason why they can't say, so that's fine. But some, like, there's honestly almost no reason for them to do that other just to frustrate you. And it's stuff like that. It's like misinformation, lying, white lies, any of that kind of stuff. It just drives me insane. So what she's doing right now is going to drive me insane because I know she's just never going to tell him, and she has this like information. It's a dramatic irony at this point of she knows who he is, but he doesn't know who she is, and if she starts messing around with him without telling him, no, I hate it. I don't like it. And this is not even like a story. This is real life. So I hate it times 10. Hate it times 100.
Got away, but she's Amber. That would be
That would
a
be-
crazy love story, you know? And then he's like, babe, we gotta break up because I gotta go find the one that I let get away. Her name is Amber.
And she's
I'm
like,
Amber.
I am Amber.
Again, I'm assuming all the women might be eating this up, but for me, it's just like, I hate this.
And then he's
Look at my body.
Yeah.
what's wrong with us? Someone put us in charge of making K-dramas right now. Someone call Netflix, thank you.
Do you think she'll tell him?
I hope so. I hate those movies where they don't tell him. I can't do that. Like those movies where they go to the old high school hometown and they see the love of their life after they get a divorce from the big city. They go to the hometown and then he's a bartender and shit. And they just act like they don't know each other. And she's all like, I'll get a whiskey on the rocks. And he's like, oh, I used to know a girl who liked a whiskey on the... This is really elaborate. This is really elaborate. You know what I mean? And then she just never tells him that, hey, I was the love of your life. That bothers me. If you got into a car accident and you had amnesia, I would be playing a nonstop audio recording of me going, I'm your wife, okay? You better remember and get your together. And you love me. You love me. You love
Yes. No misinformation, no lying, no white lies, no hiding information. Just pure communication all the time.
me. You love me. I'm your queen. I'm your queen. I'm your queen. Stephanie Sue, the win. Stephanie Sue is your wife. Like, I don't know why people don't tell people that. I would just sit there and be like, did you know? Hello? So after a week, May invited me to a pool party. I thought it was just for us cousins, but Mark was there too. I was so scared to change into my swimsuit because I had a birthmark that he would definitely see. And remember those...
Also, the story is reaching levels of, this.
It's fiction. It's fiction. We made it up. We made this one up.
Yeah, we're getting. I'm kind of getting to that point.
nuclear noodle photos? Yeah, Mark would know that birthmark. But I wore leggings into the pool. I looked down, but I was so scared. In person, talking to him was wonderful. He was so educated, and I didn't know how to swim, so I was just doing laps in the pool, and he noticed. He tried to teach me how to swim. I was overheating at this point. I saw his abs in photos, but the 3D version, well, okay? I was losing it. My cousins were kind of teasing us about each other, and I just nervously laughed through it all. I thought
Hey, quick question though. So basically, Mark had a thing with Amber online, right? Now Mark is hitting on this new girl.
That's
but
when
they
you
weren't
know.
official.
What do you
They're
mean?
not-
They've
I'm
been talking for months.
It's
though.
not though, but do you think that's sus?
That's
No.
sus.
You don't think that's sus because it's the same person?
No, stop trying to ruin the
That's
fantasy,
sus
Mark.
though. That's sus. That's sus.
So you,
Well, I mean, she has been deliberately not wanting to get into a relationship with him, right? So he would be like, okay, she doesn't want to do anything with me. I have to try elsewhere.
to think that you would be so hung up on me if we had never even met?
Yeah, hell yeah.
He's a liar. I thought this would be the last interaction for us two, but then a few days later, he added me on Facebook. He sent me the photos that we all took using his camera. On Messenger, I started trying to type in a different manner, and I was so scared. And he would remember Amber, that he would remember Amber. I thought that was it, but the very next day, I shared a Jollibee ad saying that I was craving it, and he immediately messaged me to ask if I wanted to go with him. I lied. And said that I would be going with my younger sister. What's going on? Why are you doing this? He then insisted on picking us up and treating us. Oh my god.
Wow.
No, we're still talking as friends, and I'm 100% sure that it was him, and I don't know what to do. I really like him, but I don't know if I should tell him about Amber. I'm also afraid that he might figure it out somehow. I blame you and Dan Dan for this. Just kidding, but please tell me what to do. Wait,
Okay, so they haven't done anything yet.
did I tell you that Mark was once a professor? I'm kind of sad that I missed an opportunity to be a part of the teacher bisses. I'll try harder next time. Just kidding. Unless...
Yo, what?
I love you so much, Biss. Thank you very much for being who you are. You have no idea how much your videos saved my day. I've been a loyal fan since the metal-looking rectangular trays set up.
What is it?
Do you remember my metal trays that I would set up next to each other?
Yes.
Her makeup is so different. Just this pure dystopian white room, white kitchen that we have here. Like, I mean, what I just said just describes this room, this kitchen perfectly. Dystopian white. You got some disinfective wipes in the corner there. Right here. You got what I presume to be a coffee machine. I don't know what the heck that is. A rice cooker maybe. Sunflowers. Those look like sunflowers. Sunflowers, hey, are one of the motifs for the channel. Sunflowers. Well, motif is that I give out sunflowers. Because I like sunflowers. Favorite flower, I guess.
Yes.
Dang,
Well, that was
she's
like a long time ago.
loyal fan.
And because of you, I started doing so many productive things. I started taking my mental health seriously, and I also started having this boy problem. LOL.
Season
Thank
2.
you. I love you all so much. Hello, Mr. Mingo Butt, and barks to Dan Dan.
Hey.
Okay, I'm assuming that's the end of that story. You tell him right now. I mean, this was years ago, so whatever. But 2 years ago, you tell him right now because you were ticking me off. I hate it. You tell him right now. Got to. I don't know. I hit the mic there. My bad. Stop. Just stop playing. Stop playing these games. You talk to him. You tell him. Stop playing around.
He said, hey.
Can you bark for her?
I'll bark on love is
My
blind.
dogginess isn't coming out today.
Yeah, wow.
Dogginess.
Okay, guys, what do you think she should... You gotta tell him that you're Amber!
I mean, he's gonna find out anyway.
Yeah. Stop playing around. Stop screwing around.
I think it needs to be like a.
Romantic moment.
Or should it be like a test?
What?
Like she should like go on there as Amber.
Why is he saying like a test? Like not to throw. You know, I'm not gonna go there. because you know, there's a certain kind of person who's known for doing tests on other type of people, but I don't want to get canceled, so it's just weird that he's like, oh yeah, it has to be tests. Like, you're playing games, stop playing games, right? No tests, just honesty, communication, question mark. Stop playing around, stop playing games, please. I beg.
Again, and then
Wanna go on a date?
You're so toxic. This is such
No,
toxic
no.
behavior.
Thank you.
Don't listen
No,
to
do
this
this,
guy.
do this. Like,
Thank you.
You should pretend to be Ember, and then message him. You want to go on a date, and if he says yes, he's cheating.
What is wrong with these two? What is wrong with y'all? Y'all are acting how I would not think y'all would be acting. Stephanie, yes, toxic. They're being toxic.
and it's like, got him.
He's like, you want to go to Jollibee? And then suddenly he cancels on you, goes with Amber. Oh, this is so toxic. This is so toxic. Here's
Tell
my
him to
advice.
pick one, either me or Amber.
Here is my advice.
a win-win.
Okay, you start dating him as you, because remember, Amber, you know, isn't. You had lied about your background with
Oh,
Amber.
is it better to tell him ahead of time so he doesn't feel like he's been lied to?
Oh, that's true. I was
for
thinking of
sure.
like it's a drama moment, and then like after he's
This is real
fallen in
life.
love,
No.
he's like, by the way, puts on a wig. I'm Amber.
Hannah Montana.
Okay, next confession. Should I stay?
Wait, she didn't actually finish her train of thought. Well, you already noticed it. Stop playing around, stop playing games. Just tell him.
Or should I go? It's a lot of relationship advice I'm about to be dishing out. Hello, Stephanie. I have it's a very formal introduction, thank you. I have a conflicting problem. Hopefully you can help. I have this boyfriend I've dated for 6 years now. We met in high school.
Okay,
our junior year,
6.
We've been together since. I should be happy, right? Wrong.
High school since junior year? I wish that was me, question mark. Because I already said that in another video, right? That my perfect scenario was meeting someone all the way in kindergarten and going through school with them all the way to high school. Then eventually, you know, we start off as friends, obviously. We're talking about kindergarten. Friends, then middle school, still friends, but maybe something starting to spark there. Then high school, you get together. You gotta live the rest of your life, all of your life, right, together, which obviously, who knows how many times that actually happens in real life. Maybe some inconceivable fraction of a percent of people actually get to have that experience, but it's what I kind of had hoped that I would get as a kid. Like, even I feel like as a kid, somewhere in that youth, that I did want that. I wanted to find someone, that one person, just that one person, and live our entire lives together. You know, and now I'm 5,000 years old, and it hasn't happened. So
We're 24 now, and he still refuses to grow up. He spends hundreds of
hold on.
year, and we've been together since. I should be
What?
happy,
He's
right?
24?
We're 24 now, and he still refuses to grow
Both
up.
24.
He spends hundreds of dollars on his card game hobby. It's gotten to the point where he started taking money from
Card game? You mean trading cards?
my bank account for cards, saying it's an
Oof.
investment and it'll pay off.
This is just an issue with society that she's talking about right now, where this guy has been duped into the trading card scene. I'm assuming we're talking about trading cards, which we can go off on trading cards because I love trading cards. I love trading card games. I'm not this guy spending hundreds and hundreds on trading cards because I don't have any money. I do have some trading cards, you know, some as a kid. Obviously, a lot of them are from when I was a kid, and then I've bought like a box or packs here and there for the channel to open sometimes. But mostly, a lot of it is just like online playing trading card games, the video game version of these card games where you don't have to spend any money, right? But trading cards is one of the top things in my life. Like, if we were to make a circle and put in things that define you as a person, trading cards would be in there, question mark, for sure, for me. So this guy has unfortunately fallen into the trap of trading cards are I don't know how to put it. But he used the word investment himself. It's I don't know if that's like just full stop on that. But how long ago was it? Was it around COVID? I can't believe it's 2026. Like, Jesus Christ. How are we already 2026? Like, that was like 6 years ago already. Like, Jesus Christ. Was it like 6 years ago, maybe a little bit longer, where it probably was about because of COVID, right? Trading cards had gotten a reignition. I mean, they were still surviving. You know, you got the big three: Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh. They were still thriving, but there's a big boom, I think, around the COVID time of people like losing their minds. You know, like committing Black Friday-esque levels of I don't know, psychoness for trading cards, like going into stores, fighting over trading cards so you can use them, you can buy them or scalp them and sell them at exuberant prices online, right? Because they are supposed to be a quote-unquote investment. People are still doing that right now, by the way. I know I'm saying that this is something that was from 6 years ago. It has not stopped. Like, it started happening many years ago, and then, like, people are still doing it. They're still going into Walmarts and Targets, like, at prime hours, trying to... Or not prime hours, I guess, like, before they open. Because I didn't realize this was a thing that, like, no stores really 24 hours anymore in America. Because I could have sworn everything was 24 hours back in the day, but after COVID, you no longer have 24-hour stores, so all the Walmarts and Targets aren't 24 hours anymore. They have closing time. So I guess now, before the store opens, people are waiting outside in like massive lines to go inside and like just grab as much as they can. Just the entire stock, we'll just put it in a bag, in a buggy, and then like that's it. Like, screw you. So the kids are getting screwed over because all these adults are going in, buying everything off the shelves, and then selling it at like 10 to 100 times value online, you know, to return their investment, like literally an investment. You also have the opposite of the people who work at local game stores, you know, also talking about trading cards as an investment because it is their job to do so, and then people taking... like normal people taking that idea and then just doing it as a person who doesn't own a local game store. And again, just going in, buying merchandise at MSRP, you know, manufacturer retail sales price. Yeah, MRSP. The manufacturer's suggested retail price, there you go, MSRP. Yeah. Buying it at MSRP and then hiking it up 100 times, like I said, in online, Facebook, I don't know, eBay, wherever, just scalping it. So that was a big thing. And just all these YouTubers were talking about it for a while, which is why other people were getting into it. And it's this whole thing where YouTubers almost kind of ruined the hobby of trading cards because they turned it into an investment game. And rather than just like a fun hobby to have, it's no longer just a fun hobby. It's, I am a businessman trying to turn a profit, ? I know this is a long tangent going on, but like this is something that was like really annoying because I actually kind of got back into trading cards, like wanting to buy trading cards around this time, and it was like, well, tough luck. It costs $1 billion because everyone's scalping. So I do know a lot about this. Again, it's still happening now. You can still see videos of people getting this scraps in these stores over trading cards, like fighting over cardboard, like literally luxury cardboard. We're fighting over that. Like that's what we're going to fight over, like freaking trading cards for kids. I mean, trading cards for everybody, right? But like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, we typically refer to as like a kids card game, even though you could argue mostly adults are playing these card games. Magic the Gathering is more of like for your ancient people, your boomers. Anyways, though, so I'm assuming that's what happened to him. He watched too many videos online, probably a lot of from the brothers. Are they twins? I don't know if they're twins or just brothers. The brothers who shall not be named, you know, and by shall not be named, you know who I'm talking about, the Logans. I don't know which one of them did it, but one of them got into this whole turning a profit investment game with trading cards, and he kind of like was one of the biggest catalysts for causing this, I don't know, what would they even call it, catastrophe in the trading card scene? ? One of the Logan brothers, like I don't know which one it was. But yeah, anyways, long tangent on something like nobody cares about, but again, trading cards is in my box of things that define me, so I would like to talk about trading cards. I might even start playing Yu-Gi-Oh again on the channel. It's been a while since I've done some Master Duel stuff. It's just like playing Master Duel is like it's very masochistic playing Master Duel because Yu-Gi-Oh is just that kind of game that is just. I like trading cards. I like collecting cards. I like building decks, but actually playing Yu-Gi-Oh is just. It's not fun. It's never going to be fun. Though they did introduce like Genesis, but you can't play Genesis on Master Duel. You can only do it in real life, and I don't gonna want to play with in real life. Like, hello? Question mark. Sign up below if you want to play with me in real life. Trading cards in real life with me. You're just gonna have to move to Texas and live close by. Thanks.
Cards?
Yeah, it's done anything but that. It's gotten to the point where he clearly has a problem, and I've confronted him about it before, and
Yes.
arguments always lead to him complaining about me spending money on useless things, like a new couch, an AC.
Well, a couch, which is just AC, those are necessities. A lot of the couch is not a necessity, but you can argue AC is a necessity because you might die of, heat stroke or hypothermia. Either way, if you don't have an AC.
That we can live without. He seems to
You
have,
got AC useless thing?
he
No, you
seems
need
to have
AC.
forgotten the house we rent from his parents doesn't come with an AC system, and we have no furniture since it's our first time moving out together. It wasn't my idea to move in, and I was perfectly content with staying with my dad until I finished school. Now, whenever I bring up his spending habits as putting us in the red and causing problems, he just tells me to grow up.
He expects this to turn into like $1 million, right? He's buying these cards to try to turn a profit, and it's not going to happen. Like, no matter what, I don't think what he does, it's not going to turn a profit. Like, clearly it's not turning a profit. You aren't that guy who's going to, like, pull a card that sells for $1 million. And that's only going to happen with the older stuff anyways. You got I don't know, can you even get an original Charizard without Shadow? Like a shadowless, holographic, original, first edition Charizard, whatever the heck. Modifiers you have to apply to that. And sell it for $1 million? You ain't that guy. You're not gonna find that. Like, they probably already all exist. So if he's buying new packs of cards and trying to find like the hits in the set that he's buying, it's not gonna be that much money. You might get a few $100s if you're lucky back. You're not gonna become a millionaire like some of these people will try to make you believe, these investment bros buying cards. Also, it is a gambling addiction. I didn't really explain that, but being a card collector, card investor, trading card investor is just gambling. You're gambling on trying to get your money back. It's literally the same thing, except you don't have to go to a casino to do it. Because let me break it down if you don't understand. You're buying a blind box, essentially, right? Because you're buying a pack of cards, and you don't know what's inside the pack of cards. You're hoping what's in there is going to turn a profit. So you're spending $4 on a pack of cards. I don't know how many, because who knows? Let's assume he's talking about Pokemon that he's buying. I mean, she is talking about him, but like he is probably buying Pokemon. So I think it's probably like $4, $3.99 for a pack of whatever. I don't know how many are in there. Like, is it 9, 10, 11, 12? Pack of X amount of cards. And you're hoping that last card is a hit. And it gives you more money than $4. But typically, it's not going to be more than the $4 that you spent. And if it is, it's going to be like, what, $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10? If you're lucky, maybe 20, maybe 30. Maybe the biggest hit in the box might give you $100. But so it literally is just gambling. Like, just one more try. Let me just one more $4. I can get that $100. Just one more pack. I'll get that $100 hit. One more pack. I'll get that $100 hit, and then all of a sudden you're $1,000 down, and you have not gotten that $100 hit that you've been looking for the entire time.
Sir, I'm not spending hundreds of dollars that aren't mine on
So?
cards. Having a hobby.
Getting a bunch of messages.
If you were having to take money from people without telling them, then clearly it's a problem. It's gotten to the point where I'm no longer even attracted to him. Lately, his friends have been noticing, especially his best friend. Let's call him Daniel. Sorry, Dan. It's the only name I can think of. That's subtle enough. Daniel has been coaching me through this whole fixing my relationship problem thing. It's to the point where there's not much we can do if he doesn't want to grow up. So what do we do instead? Go to a kickback. Let's drink and vent out our anger. Me and Dan.
Okay, I'm guessing she screwed Dan, which is wrong on her ends, but I don't know if it's necessarily that he needs to grow up. It's that he has a gambling addiction. So it's not him being immature. It's not him needing to grow up. He literally has succumbed to a gambling vice. It's just you have to explain like this is a gambling vice, because he's trying to turn a profit. Because I'm only saying that because he said the word investment, and he's trying to be an investment bro. So he needs help, but he probably should break up with him anyways.
Daniel have some shared trauma where we've lost our mothers because of sickness, and we talk about how proud they would have been seeing us on our way to graduating on time. Of course, in a really drunk and emotional fashion, we end up kissing. This man made my distraught drunk self finally feel safe and loved for the first time in a long time. And stupidly, we ended up going to his house, but we didn't sleep with each other. He was perfectly respectful and offered to let me sleep in his bed while he slept in the living room. While drunk me wasn't having it. I told him I'll only go to bed if he sleeps next to me. No funny business. Just stay nearby in case one of us feels sick and needs help, you know what I mean? He agreed, and that's exactly what we did. Just kidding, we kissed more. But we agreed not to go further until we could figure out what to do with my boyfriend / his best friend from work. We stayed up all night trying to figure out how to break it to him gently. Funnily enough, we ran into your video and told each other if you responded to our story, we'd follow whatever advice you give us.
That's on you. I'm just gonna sit here and relax.
We're longtime subscribers. Truthfully, this is what we bonded over when we met for the first time at a Korean barbecue place. So we're hoping you'll help us. Love Hannah, my fake name, and Daniel, his fake name. Okay.
Again, I do really like this top that she's wearing with the belt. It's cool. If the other side also has a belt, that's also really cool. My advice is, because I don't know if Stephanie understands the scenario as much as I do. I feel like I can argue that I have a PhD in trading cards. So she should break up with him because she's losing money and she doesn't love him anymore. But the boyfriend also needs help because he is suffering from a gambling addiction. And like most people aren't going to understand that's what it is, because it's like, oh, he's just buying Pokemon cards. He's just obsessed with buying cards, and don't actually understand what is happening here. Like on a fundamental level, he's addicted to gambling, and he needs an intervention. You can still dump him and kick him to the curb, but maybe get him some help before he destroys his life as well? Question mark.
Go ahead.
You see, this is the problem. People don't like when I say this. I had friends where they really didn't like when I said this. But like we both agree on this concept, okay? Which is the idea that we think that there are a few, like maybe a handful of decisions that you make in life that impact everything. That your future, your goals, everything gets impacted by these handful of decisions. And we don't put enough importance on our partner. Like people just like fall in love and they're like, oh man, we have problems, but we're in love. You know, it's fine. Like I'm sure we'll work it through. But that's like a crazy decision. And if you guys are already having financial problems and his values are not the same as yours in terms of finances.
What is going on, Dick?
So...
And I'm pretty sure you can hear those snaps. It's my phone messaging. I got like 4 messages. Like, what the heck? 5? I don't know what this is. I have a suspicion. It might be from Instagram. Let me just look real quick. It is, yep, Instagram. Someone on Instagram. It's one of my quote unquote friends, I'll say. Because they're kind of a bad person, honestly. I'm talking about the girl, but kind of a bad person, but I put up with it anyways. But yeah, I mean, this video's almost over with, so I'll message her after this.
I mean,
like fundamentally, like how people think about like spendings or things like that, it just needs to align, because that's the number one reason couples fight and divorce and all
Usually
that.
because of money.
Yeah, and a lot of not money, yes, and also like values. Like how do you see money? How do you
Not just
treat
money, but like everything, right? Like how you view things.
Yeah.
How to raise children. Like.
yeah, and even the fact that he was like pointing out that you bought a couch.
And they see.
I would be very stressed to have a partner like that. Let's say if I decided to have children, because can you imagine? You're like, hey, can you help me with the kids? And they're like, I already helped you with the kids. You already had time to yourself, like when you were cooking dinner. And you're like, wait, what? I'm just cooking dinner for the kids. You know, so there's a lot of accountability. But like, I don't know. My heart wants this romance for you. My heart.
Again, she can kick him to the curb, but I think she needs to say, hey, I'm breaking up with you because you have a gambling addiction and you need to get help before it becomes a problem and you ruin your life and you may even like die or end up on the street or something because of it. And like, just know that I'm leaving you because you have this gambling addiction and it's your fault that it's your fault, but I want you to get help and get better or whatever. It doesn't even have to be like, she doesn't have to break up with him, but if she wants to, I'm just saying like, she can leave him. I'm not saying she has to stay with him and help him. I'm just saying, hey, make sure he understands that he has a problem and he needs to fix it before it becomes too late. And also leave him if you want to. She already said she doesn't love him. Well, she says she doesn't find him attractive anymore, which I guess is just similar to saying she doesn't love him anymore. Question mark. So again, he has a gambling problem. He needs help for that gambling problem. You're allowed to leave him? Question mark. But at least maybe try to help him get out of the gambling addiction. By however that is. Just by at least telling me he has an addiction or saying, hey, you need to go to a rehab for gambling. I don't know if that exists, but like go to gambling rehab or something. I don't know.
Heart really does.
I say you gotta go.
So, wow, he's very like putting his foot down
Wait, so
today.
she already kissed him.
Yeah.
Just go with that guy.
Yeah, I mean, she already, if you want to say she already cheated with the other guy, so she might as well leave. Because are we going to argue whether or not kissing is cheating or not? I feel like if, like, most people would be like, yeah, you cheated, so she already cheated. She might as well, again, leave him because she's already committed her own mistake. So, hey, I'm leaving you for so-and-so. You'd be fully honest. Hey, I'm leaving you for so-and-so because you have a gambling addiction. You need to get help. Goodbye. Please get help. Goodbye.
What do you lead out with?
I mean, he treats you good, right?
I mean, he must. He watches us. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. This is like a crazy love story that I'm rooting for. Let me know what happens. Yeah, I hope you and Daniel get to have a cute little love
But
story.
why do I feel like?
Do you feel like you're in this relationship?
Yes.
It's like,
That's my name.
Yeah, that's my name. And now you're my girlfriend. Hannah, you better watch out. You got 2 Daniels fighting for you now. That's it for today's video. What are your thoughts? Because these were some wild confessions. Honestly, a lot of relationship confessions. Make sure to check out ExpressVPN, linked in.
Oh, yeah. Like, we didn't have anything gross, right? Question mark this time around. So at least we didn't have anything too gross. I know someone's going to be like, oh, wait, this happened. What do you mean nothing gross? I don't know. It wasn't, nothing here showed up that was like too gross, I feel like. Compared to the stuff that we've seen or heard about normally, like this one was fine. This video was fine. I had a lot I could talk about. You know, trading cards. I love talking about trading cards. I've mentioned before that many times that I would like to make my own trading card game. I already have the infrastructure for the game down. I need time to make cards, like make every single card, because I want to do this by myself. I don't want any help. So, you know, I have to design every card. I have to make the rules, make the board and whatnot. But there's a site that like can construct these things for you, which is what I would be using. I would have them printing the cards out and the game board and the game rules and whatever. But I actually have to make those things, right? And that takes time. And I'm spending time doing YouTube. Right, so I don't know when I want to get around to just making stuff, but there was a while there that I was, you know, creating these models, uploading them on Instagram and Twitter, like the end results, right, and then on YouTube too, and whatnot. So one day I will have my own trading card game that you can yourself buy and play. It's just when that happens, who knows? Hopefully within the next 6 years, I'm gonna say. I'm not going to explain why within the next 6 years, but hopefully within the next 6 years. Yeah, we had a long discussion about trading cards. We had a discussion about AI nonsense, AI slop, and whatnot. Again, that was more so just the whole thing of watching a show and getting depressed afterwards because it's over and whatnot. But yeah, we had like a decent amount of stuff to talk about this time around, so hopefully that was enjoyable. Again, I don't know how much people actually watch these videos from start to finish. I don't think they do. I mean, I can just look at the videos and see the average watch time, which is probably like 15-20 minutes. So maybe we can go look at the last, well, I will go look at the last Juicy Confessions video and tell you the average watch time. Yeah, just looked up the average view duration for the last Juicy video was 12 minutes, 13 minutes. I don't remember how long that video was, probably like an hour, over an hour. So people were only watching on average 13 minutes out of an hour-long video. Though that's not to assume that people don't like watch 13 minutes, stop, watch another 13 minutes, stop, watch another 13 minutes in different time periods, right? People might be watching a portion, then have to go do something else, come back another day, watch the rest of it, yada yada yada. But the what is it? The 45 was it 45 idols? That idol video of them acting or whatever. That average view, average viewer watch time for that is like 6 minutes, almost 7 minutes. So that one's even worse. Question mark. It does have almost 1,000 views though now, so I mean that's kind of crazy. So that's kind of why the average viewer time is so low, because there's a lot of people watching it and they're probably just like clicking on it, watching the first few minutes and like, I don't like this guy, I'm clicking off of it. So it affects that, right? Because it's the average. So some people might be watching the entire hour or whatever, how long the video is, but then some people might be clicking on it, seeing a few minutes, saying, I hate this guy, and then leaving, right? So that keeps cutting it down in half and a half and a half, and you get down to 6 minutes. But yeah, again, I don't assume most people watch everything, so there's almost probably nobody listening to me right now speak these words, just because of, I don't know how the retention for most of the viewers are. So I feel like I need to stop talking at the end of the videos, because that's probably when that probably has like the least amount of retention is the very end, when I go on these long sessions of talking about just random stuff. But you know, whatever. How did we even get to the retention discussion? I completely forgot how we even got here. Was it just like talking about the end of the video and people not really being here, or not watching for very long, question mark, or just watching the things they say? Well, I think it's just in reference to me like saying, hey, like going on long tangents and talking about things, and if like no one's even like there for them, right, because of the low retention. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know what to talk about anymore. We can go ahead and end the video now. So yeah, cuties, thanks for watching. Remember to buy my stickers, think about becoming a member, subscribe if you can subscribe, so we're working on watch time and subscribers, and don't forget we have a throne now as well. And shout out to the members, EmmyStarr, RaleyDrew, and alexgkiller 880. Yeah, cuties, thanks for watching. Tune into the next episode. Like, subscribe, comment. Another do. See ya.